That is a complicated question for us because we are a very complicated society. And often we don't think about the complication that exists within our society. First of all, if you go back to Haiti, we are a people that is made up of a lot of people, right? I mean, the way that the French control, it was like, 10-1 or 20-1, right? Between enslaved people and those slave masters. They kind of took people from different parts of Africa, from different tribes, and put them together
Mhm.
because they knew they had different language, different customs, different everything, right? So you take that as the root of how we started. And then you then got a second layer of division between those who were affranchis and those who, were Bosal. And then you have another layer of the people who were the descendant of sort of like the children of the former enslavers who saw themselves as the natural heir of the country. And then you moved into the more modern era of sort of the Arabs that became the groups that sort of manage or took over post Duvalier, well,
Mhm.
post 1935, really post the occupation, because the Americans really was the one that begun to kind of push the Arab community up against sort of against the black
Germany.
community, including those who were of mixed heritage, right? So back in the
Yeah.
days, you have sort of, those who were, of French heritage, but then you have after World War II, those who were from Germany. So you have a great mix of people in Haiti, right? The difference is that quite often what happens in our society is that there was never a cohesiveness in that society. And so I mean, Haiti, you'll go to parts of Port-au-Prince, you go in Pétionville, and then you have enclave. You have people who intermarry. And so there was never these kind of uh, perception of people seeing themselves totally as Haitians, right? If you look next door, you have Abinader, who is of Arab descent, who is more Dominican than Dominicans. You don't have that in Haiti. You don't have any of the people who control the economy who see themselves as more Haitians than Haitians in terms of, I want to make this place the best place that it can be out of pride.